For Blake Rothstein, a two-time candidate for UNL student body president, political correctness has been a focus lately.
We are the most diverse. I am not, I'm a member of the LGBT community, and I'm getting academic now. This is my teacher giving me extra credit.
The 21-year-old former presidential candidate under last year's infamous party spent Tuesday debating fellow candidates at the Daily Nebraskan's ASUN executive debate. This time around, the flamboyant candidate of 2011 was nowhere to be found. Tuesday was the first time in the campaign he even mentioned his sexuality.
But, definitely saying things like LGBT as opposed to gay. Definitely. That was a conscious decision.
Rather than make headlines with his eccentric personality this year, Rothstein wants to make them with his platforms.
We've learned of the three parties that, by long and far, Sense for ASUN has the most well-established platforms. If you look at the platforms of the other two parties, not only are they vague, but some of them are unable to be fully executed.
I definitely had to change for this campaign. I have to come across as professional, I remember last year at the debates, I wore like fun tweed blazers and bow ties, and look what I have to wear now.
And while Blake did his best not to stick out all Tuesday night, he said it was hard not to among a candidate slate that's so homogenous. Early on, his fellow candidates handed him the distinction of best dressed. In a campaign where only 1 out of 80 candidates on the ballot isn't white, the man who sported a noticeably deeper voice all year said he almost wanted to brandish his diversity from the rooftops.
Diversity doesn't just mean color, though. Diversity means a lot of other sects of life. Not only am I very gay, I'm also out of state, I'm also secular, I'm also, vegetarian, I'm also...
Freshman Michael Wilson left the debate with the sense that Blake's Sense Party had the best grip on the needs of UNL students. He said he didn't enter the debate aware of Blake's sexuality, but it wouldn't factor into his eventual decisions.
I was kind of thinking about it, but when he said it, I was, yeah.
No, it doesn't affect. I mean, their personal lives don't affect. It shouldn't affect their political lives, or it shouldn't base a decision. You shouldn't base a decision off of their personal lives. It won't affect mine at all.
Rothstein, the candidate who was called a homophobic slur at a debate last year, just hopes everybody can approach the election the same way Wilson will. Students will take to the polls on March 6th.
I do hope that platforms will carry out the furthest. But, if you lose, you start to doubt everything you did. Should I have done this? Should I not have done that? Should I have said LGBT at that debate? Was that too much? Do people not want to know about that? Should I have been a little butcher? And it's something, win or lose, you'll think about.